Hello and greetings and welcome to another edition of Video Knowledge-Based Articles. Today I'm going to be talking to you about making the PowerCenter client tools disabled feels more visible because there are some situations when you can be on a new version of Windows 7 or Windows 8 and the backgrounds look all white on white. So that's what we're going to be covering. So the agenda here is to give you two ways to make these. First, describe the issue of what disabled fields mean and them appearing invisible, which is basically white on white or some light version of gray with the foreground over the background. And I'm going to be showing you how to make it more clear. First, we're going to try to switch to Windows Classic as a theme, and that's the simplest. But however, some people dislike the Windows Classic theme, and we're talking about this in reference to Windows 7. And the second one is to actually change uh, the way the windows appear. There's two appearance settings which we're going to go through. So without further ado, let's go into that. Okay, so what we got here is a PowerCenter designer tool, and this is the workflow manager. Now, it doesn't matter whether or not you're using PowerCenter 9.1 or 9.01 or 8951. It's all the same issue. So as you can see here, when we're looking here, this is what I'm talking about. For some people, they might not be able to see this so clearly. It's basically white on gray, gray foreground. So what we're going to do is first, I'll show you how to switch it, make it more clear. We're in the Windows 7 Basic, and then we're going to go from Windows 7 Basic, Windows Classic, and this is what it used to look like circa Windows 95. And for some people, they would say that this is more visible. Other people, maybe it's not visible enough. So let's switch back to Windows 7 Basic. Do you see how the screen, everything's a little bit more bright and clear? With the current advances in Windows, we have some people that prefer to have matte screens versus the glossy screens. From what I see, everything's glossy, and so sometimes when it's glossy, you can't really see the difference. This will appear different for each person. It'll be very subjective. Um, However, what I'm going to show you is a way that you can set it with the current Windows settings so that these items here will appear blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is hit Windows Color, and there are two settings here. One is the disabled item. So right now you can see that it's a shade of gray. In your case, it may actually be like this. So it may be a little bit more light. But what we're going to do is we're going to set that to black. That's step number one, and it doesn't make much of a difference. But what's really going to make a difference is there's a setting here for inactive title bar. And this setting would be for the font here. We are going to set this to blue. When we set that to blue, what was supposed to happen is that these are supposed to change. So let's okay, that did not quite change as I had expected. I believe that when you inactive title bar, we need to set both to blue. And as you can see here, everything's changed here. So now everything's viewable here. So anyway, I think that's about it. Going back to the summary. And if you want to learn more, go to the PowerCenter Designer Guide. You can also search knowledge base and type in Invisible Designer, Invisible Client Tools, or so on and so forth. Thank you for your time, and we'd love to hear from you. Please email or follow us on Twitter. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye now.